Okay, here look at this table. Over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns. Okay, so here if you want you can draw a folio column. Even here in this side you can draw a folio column. As we have nothing to write, so you can ignore it. Okay, so these 3 columns are debit column and these 3 columns are credit column. Okay, what we are doing, it is a purchase ledger control account. So purchase ledger control account is like, actually we are calculating here trade payables, the closing balance of trade payables. So it is actually trade payable control account. Okay, so you can say also creditors ledger control account, or sometimes it is also called supplier ledger control account. Okay, so there are so many suppliers in the business, there are so many creditors. Okay, so this is combined account of all the creditors of a business. Okay, so look at here, we have this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. So here debit balance, you know, the purchase ledger control account may have 2 balances, may have 1 balance. Okay, different time you get different type of question in exam paper. Okay, so here we have, if we have any debit balance in the question, we have to record in the debit side. Okay, then we have here purchase returns, cash and bank, discount receipts, contra or set of whatever. So here the credit side, so we have the credit balance. If written in the question, credit balance of purchase ledger control account, then we have to record in this side. Okay, then purchases, interest charge, refund, carriage, annual work. Okay, this type of items you will be given in the question, you have to take it and you have to write in this side. Okay, now here trade payable. Okay, now how to understand that these items will be here in this side or these items here in this side. So if you think that your trade payables are decreasing by making any kinds of transaction, then you have to record in this debit side. Okay, so if your trade payables are increasing, then you have to record in the credit side. Okay, very easy tactic to understand. Okay, still if you have confusion that how you'll understand that my trade payables are increasing or decreasing, no matter, just remember these items. These are only 5 items will be recorded in the credit side of purchase ledger control account, and these are only 5 items you have to enter in the debit side of purchase ledger control account. Then look at here, it is purchase return credit. Yeah, so when purchase return credit, what is debited? Purchase ledger control account is debited. So we are doing purchase ledger control account, so you have to record in the debit side. Okay, cash, you paid money to the trade payables, all creditors or suppliers. In this case, your bank or cash will be credited, and trade payables means the purchase ledger control account will be debited. That is the reason we have to record this item in the debit side. Same thing, discount receipt is credit and trade payables are debited. Yeah, so we have to record in the debit side. Don't think about this item, think about this trade payable. What is trade payable? It is debit or credit. If it is debit, you have to record in the debit side. If it is credit, you have to record in the credit side. Here trade payables are credit and these all items are debit. So we are not thinking about these items, we are thinking about trade payables. So trade payables are here credited, so we have to record in the credit side. Okay, for example, purchase goods on credit. So what is the double entry? Purchase to be debited, trade payables to be credited. Yeah, so we are doing trade payables account, that means purchase to the control account. So it is here credit, we have to record in the credit side. Very simple technique. Okay, now have a look at the question on the screen. Okay, what is written? Linda was able to provide the following information for the month ended 30 April 2018. Okay, so there are some information, means transactions are given here. Okay, then 2018 April 1st, amount owing by credit customers, which was 3,944. Amount owing to credit suppliers, which was $4,215. Okay, so here look at these two words, customer, supplier. Customer I crossed. So you never take any customer related items in the purchase ledger control account. Okay, you have to think about only supplier. Supplier means the creditor. Creditor means the trade payables. Okay, trade payables means the purchase ledger control account. Okay, so we have to think about supplier related items here only. Okay, so here the amount owing by credit customer, so we have to ignore this one. Amount owing to credit supplier $4,215. Okay, so this is an opening balance. Okay, so here in this question it is not specified that this item is a debit balance or credit balance. So here we see first item is balance BD, debit balance. Here first item is credit balance, balance BD. So here in the question it is not identified whether it is a debit item or credit item. Okay, generally the trade payables have the credit balance. Okay, if it is not mentioned, you think that it is a credit balance, you have to record in the credit side. Okay, so let us write here 2018 April 1st, we will write here balance BD $4,215. Okay, so opening balance is recorded here already. Okay, in the last part, what is required? Select the relevant figures and prepare the purchase ledger control account for the month of April 2018. Okay, so we will do it. Then what is written? Insert a figure for checks paid to the credit supplier. So here in this question, our requirement is not balance CD, the closing balance. To calculate the closing balance is our not requirement. What is our requirement here? How much we paid to the supplier by check. We have to extract this value. We have to find out this value. Okay, different times, different types of question you will get. Sometimes you have to calculate the purchase, sometimes closing balance. Okay, sometimes a purchase return. Okay, different time. But here in this question, we have to calculate how much we paid by bank. Okay, very good. Then what is written here in the question? Balance the account and bring down the balance on 1st May 2018. That means after entering all the transactions, we have to insert a closing balance, which is balance CD, means balance carried on. Then we have to write here the balance PD, means the closing balance. Okay, so we'll do it. So May 1st, debit balance in purchase ledger is $100. Credit balance in the purchase ledger is $4,237. So here look, we have two balances in the closing balance. Okay, but when it is opening balance, we had only one balance, which was a credit balance, but not mentioned. We know that trade payable or purchase ledger control account has the credit balance, so we record it in the credit side. Okay, mind it. So now we will record these all transactions. Then we will see how much we get in as a bank in this account. Okay, so have a look at the question once again. April 30, totals for the month. Okay, cash purchase. So cash purchase we never take in the control account. Do not forget, cash purchase is not be included. Okay, fine. Next one is here, credit purchases 4855. Okay, credit purchases. So already we know that purchase will be recorded in the credit side. So double entry for purchase to be debited, trade payable to be credited. So we are doing trade payables control account. So we record it is credit, we record in the credit side. Okay, so that is here written April 30. So let us write here purchase $3,855. Okay, so finished. Next one is here in the question, returns to credit supplier, it is 113. Yes, return to credit supplier, already we know that supplier related items will go here. So return to credit supplier means it is a purchase returns. Yeah, so here trade payable will be debited and purchase return will be credited. So we are doing trade payables control account, so we will record in the debit side as it is debit. Okay, so let us write here 2018 April 30 purchase returns 113. Okay, so over. So next one is here, what is written? Returns from credit customer. So returns from credit customers, it is a sales return, so customer will not take it. Okay, check receipt from credit customer, again customer related items, so we will ignore it, will not take it. Okay, very good. Next one is here, discount allowed. So discount allowed does not appear in the purchase ledger control account. It comes in the sales ledger control account. Okay, so we will not take it. Very good. Next one is here, discount receipt, which is $95. Okay, discount receipt, yeah, we take it. Where we take it? It is in the debit side. Okay, so what is the double entry for discount receipt? The trade payables to be debited and discount receipt to be credited. Why it is credited? Because it is income for the business. So trade payables are debited, so we record in the debit side. So let us write discount receipt, $95. Okay, next one is here, contra entry, which is $250. Okay, so contra entry is a transaction which appears debit side of purchase ledger control account and credit side of sales ledger control account. So we are doing purchase ledger control account, we have to record it in the debit side. Okay, so don't be confused, contra will be written sometimes set off. Okay, set off and contra, these two terms are same. Okay, fine. So let us write here contra, $250. Okay, very good. The last transaction here in the question, carriage charged by credit supplier. Yes, we know supplier item will come. So carriage, which side it will come? It's an expense, yeah. Okay, so carriage will be in the credit side. So what is the double entry? Carriage inward to be debited and trade payables to be credited. So we are doing trade payables ledger control account, it is credit, so we have to record in the credit side. If you think other way, the trade payables are increasing, so we have to record here in the debit side. Okay, so let us write carriage inwards, it is 210. Okay, so we recorded all the transactions. Now have a look at the question. There are two balances here. So look, May 1st, debit balance in purchase ledger is $100, credit balance in purchase ledger is $237. Okay, so here this balance will be written first of all as balance CD, means balance carried down. Okay, but which side? The debit one we will write in the credit side, the credit balance we will write in the debit side. Remember, okay, very important tip. Okay, so let us write here balance CD. Okay, so here we are writing credit side. So which balance will take? We'll take the debit balance. Okay, what is the amount here in the question? It is $100. Yeah. Okay, now again we will write here balance CD in the debit side. CD means carry down. Okay, so CD, so which one we'll write in debit side? That means we will take the credit balance. Okay, the value is here $4,237. Okay, now our question was here what? To calculate the check, value of checks, yeah, how much we paid to the supplier. So let us write here first of all the bank, yeah. So we already know that if we pay money to the supplier by check, we have to write here bank. Okay, so bank is here credit and purchase ledger control account, all trade payables are debited. Yeah, so that is why we are writing in the debit side. So let us write here bank. Okay, it's a question mark. Now how to calculate this value? Very simple, very easy. Go to the opposite side. Okay, add this all amounts given here. Okay, check how much it comes. So if we add this all, we get 9380. Okay, $9,380 if you add this all values. Now take this amount to the opposite side, that means this side. Okay, the debit side. So let us draw a closing line. So 9380. Okay, now if we subtract this all values, what we get? We will get the value of bank, how much money we paid to the supplier. Okay, so take a calculator, subtract this all values from here. What do you get? If you say we get $4,685, you are correct. Okay, so this is how we have to calculate the bank balance. the amount of money paid to the supplier by check. Okay, so we recorded all the transaction and we calculated the value of here bank. Okay, now what to do? Okay, now look at the question once again. What is written in the last? So balance the account and bring down the balance on 1st May 2018. So already we balanced the account. So this and this side we have the same value. Yeah. Now we need to bring down. Yeah. So how to bring down? So this is balance CD in the credit side. It will come in the opposite side. Okay. So let us write here balance. Bring down. So balance BD means brought down. So the value is here 100. So here will be same $100. And in the question date is mentioned will be May 1st. Yeah. So May 1. Okay. So one more balance CD we have here in the debit side. So same like this. It will go in this side, opposite side. Okay. So let us write here balance BD. Okay. What is value here? 4237. So same value we'll write here $4,237. Okay, date is same, it is May 1st. Okay, so we completed all the requirements.